Hey, I'm working on this 1/72nd scale skipjack, and I got this with the Christmas gift card I got from my mom, Linda Crano. So I'm feeding the addiction. This hull comes in, it's quartered into 4 pieces, right? So you assemble the back, the front, the forward, aft, whatever you want to call it. They go together. This stuff goes on, right? You got adjustable, I don't know what they call these things, planes, or who knows, maybe that's what these are, but rudders, doesn't matter. A model this big, you're going to have seams that need to be filled and shaved. So at this point in time, I'm working on where the 2 halves came together, because there's some significant overlap in the plastic and the way it fits. So the easiest way to take care of that is use an X-Acto knife, okay? And you're basically going to run along that seam, and you're going to scrape material. We're basically going to do that until we notice that both halves got a nice smooth scrape on them. That way we sort of fill this in. Otherwise, you're putting a lot of putty in here, and you're having to sand a lot of stuff. And the amount of shavings that you get, they're kind of insignificant, so you're not going to notice a flat spot. And besides, we're going to go over this as we lightly sand the entire model. Now, this is made by Mobius, I believe it is. Yeah. And it's probably a reissue of, I believe Revell made these too. So the plastic had a lot of release agent on it and super slippery. And even after I took it into the sink and washed all the parts with dish detergent, rinsed it and dried it, it's just a very slippery, smooth surface. Now you want to maintain it as much as you can when it's time to paint it, but you're going to prime this whole thing anyhow. So when you mess with this particular kit, the part, just remember, wash that oil off of it. Some kits don't have a release agent problem, but this one does. So, and it was kind of oily coming out of the bag. That's okay. So once we get the side here taken care of, I don't know if you can see it in the video where I'm trying to shave material, because we want this to look solid. Then we're going to fill this seam here, and then come back and just very carefully block sand this location. And since this is fairly smooth, I have a plastic putty that I'll use with a tip that we'll just fill that seam with. I'll run my finger on it, let it dry, and then we'll just smooth it out like sheetrock. But it's the prep work that takes forever on these things, right? Painting is fun, but you gotta prep that model. So anyhow, I'm gonna get back at it and keep working on it. This kit's pretty cool. It's got the zincs on here, and if you don't know what the zincs are, ask a Navy guy, right? But you need sacrificial metal, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're for on the submarine. Just like I do for my swimming pool filter and pump. We've got sacrificial metal there to corrode away, so this doesn't corrode, or so that the metal parts of my pool don't corrode. Smooth as a baby's ass. That's what we're going for. Still feel that ledge. I'm applying different degrees of pressure, starting very light-handed here and then increasing pressure on a blade and reducing pressure to here. I only want to remove material in this location other sub kits, you'd have the whole half of the sub would be already molded, and you'd be doing this procedure on the bottom or the top. But I like the fact that this one is on the side, because when it's done and I have it painted, you know, it's going to be black. We could put a scum line on there. There's going to be a little bit of weathering. It's going to help hide some of that. It's good stuff. Nice. Patience is a virtue, my friends. Anyhow. Yep. You don't want any, see that mold line right there? You don't want none of that crap on your model. Especially that one. So we'll get it filled in. Slippery. Got some low spots here where the sprue was attached. You can see where I'm applying the putty. Oops. Any of the seams and low areas, we're just going to buff that out with sandpaper when the time is right. This I'll fill this in with self-filling adhesives. All right. Put this on its stand and let it dry. You see right here, where it's still shiny, low spot. I need to clean that up. Here's that center seam. We'll just let it dry. Couple low spots there. Yeah, that'll sand up nice.